Hi everyone, welcome back to Fit Mom Mia. I just made a delicious tuna steak dinner with, I have some sauteed peppers and onions, mushrooms, zucchini, and quinoa. It is absolutely delicious. This is my post-workout meal. I just finished a chest workout and did some cardio, so this is my post-workout meal. But, you know, I have a sweet tooth. Do you, Anaya? Yeah? Okay. So I want to make some black bean brownies. It sounds weird, but you know, it's going to be good. So make sure that you click that like button and share the video and subscribe to the channel. Let's get baking. Alright, so welcome back to Fit Mom Mia. So we are making the bean brownies like I said. So ingredients, you will need a can of bean brownies. Just kidding. A can of black beans. You'll also need some cacao. You'll need some oil, sugar. I have some vanilla, 3 eggs, and some baking powder. You'll also need some salt, and you can add chocolate chips and coffee. So just make sure that you have these ingredients. Step 1, you're going to blend up the black beans. So I'm just going to open this up. All right, so then Anaya is going to pour it into this container without spilling it. Okay, all the way. So the purpose of adding black beans, honestly, I don't really know. I started making this in college, and it just tastes pretty good. It's another way to get some fiber and also some extra protein in your diet as well. And if you are just looking for something that has an extra kick, well, there you go. You can add that. So I put it in a mini blender. This is the NutriBullet, the mini version though. So I'm just going to, oh, it's the Magic Bullet. So I'm just going to turn this over. I'm going to plug it in and then going to blend it.
I'm going to push the button.
So I'm going to let that blend up.
Wait, where's the button?
You don't turn it. So she's going to hold that while that blends. Keep it going. It has to be nice and pureed. That's why I left the liquid inside of the container so that it could get nice and smooth. If you pour out all of the liquid, it's just going to be dry beans in there. Not yet. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going.
Now done?
Yeah. All right. So it looks pretty decent. I mean, you know.
It looks very disgusting.
All right. Yeah. Maybe it does look a little disgusting, but whatever.
Yeah,
so.
and I poop.
What? Okay. So anyway. Definitely going to get, you can add some coffee. Why? Maybe it's for an extra kick, but I might add a little cup up there. All right, so we're going to take our bean mixture and pour it into the mixer. Now, also you want to make sure that you have your oven preheated to 350, and you're going to pour in this paste along with the eggs, oil, and vanilla. So I just had to read the recipe on the side. So, all right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pour this in. And then Anaya's going to crack the eggs. And I'm gonna add the vanilla in there. Okay, so I need you to crack the egg. She's really good at cracking eggs. So that's what we're gonna have her do. And then also I'm gonna add in, it's 3 tablespoons of oil. So I'm just going to be behind.
I think that's because of the different cow.
Why? Because it's different color?
Because I saw
a different cow or a different chicken?
Oh, a different chicken.
Yeah, it's from a different chicken. All right.
So I saw another one that was darker, so that was off the
Oh, okay.
Do that. I'm gonna wash my hands.
All right, cool. You go wash your hands, and I
And
will.
make sure don't throw out it.
Anyway, so I'll add in the. I don't have the actual vanilla, but I have like a vanilla milk. Whatever. We're gonna improvise. I'm gonna pour that in. Close enough, right? I mean, hey, gotta do what you gotta do. So then I'm going to mix this. So I'm gonna have you close this down and start to mix it, but you want to put it on like 2. Turn it. There you go. So while that's mixing, I'm going to get a separate bowl and mix in the dry ingredients. Now, for the dry bowl, we're going to have 1/4 cup of cacao. I'm going to put it in this bowl here. You're going to have 2/3 of sugar, which I have in here. I usually do the raw sugar. I don't have the regular white sugar.
Done?
Yeah, that's good. So that is done. I'm going to pour this in here. You got to turn it off completely.
I like it. Oh, Mom. Oh, never mind.
Just pour this in here.
Chicken moon.
I don't know what that means.
I'm definitely pouring cow.
Okay, this is sugar, not cow. So you're gonna make sure you do 2/3. I have a little scooper in here. So just make sure you follow the sugar recipe because it is with beans. So you do want it to actually taste like brownies. So good, we have the 2/3 sugar in there. So I'm going to take the sugar, wrap it back up. I have it in plastic to keep it fresh. And can you move that to the table over there? Thank you very much. And then you're gonna have 1/2,
Right here?
yes, tablespoon of the baking powder.
I thought you mean baking.
Right? So that's going to help everything rise and be good.
Rise and shine.
So also I decided that I would add some coffee to it. So you're going to mix that in. And then lastly with the dry ingredients, we're going to add in.
I sneaked some chocolate chips because I ate.
Okay, so we're going to add some chocolate chips.
Chocolate chips is my favorite babes.
Okay, so we got everything that we need. I'm going to add a little bit more chocolate chips because we like chocolate over here.
Because I want one more.
Okay, you'll get 1 chocolate chip. Now, I'm going to take just a spoon or something, whatever, and then mix it in like that. Now, after the dry ingredients are mixed together, you just want to make sure that you have a pan, and I have a pan right here. You can use this size. This is about a 9x9, so if that works. Oh, also for the dry ingredients, I meant to add some salt. You can add a 1/2 tablespoon of salt. I'm probably going to do less than that, but because, you know, the beans are already salty, so there you go.
I'll make it nice and soft.
All right. Okay, so that's all good now. You're going to take this bowl and then you're going to bring it over here to this mixture and then you're going to add it in. So dump it in and I'll help you.
Wait, am I going to mix it 2 or 1?
You're going to go to 3. We have numbers on how fast you mix it on the mixer, so that's what she's asking. So that is mixing over there. I'm getting my pan ready. Soon as that's finished, we're going to pour it in the pan and put it in the oven. You want it to bake for about 30 minutes or so, but just check on it. All right, so mixing.
Done?
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna lift this up, take this off.
Why is it stuck?
It's locked. So then you unlock it,
Oh.
and then you start to pour it in here.
Is this even going to taste good?
I don't know, will it?
I hope it will.
Of course it will. All right, so we have all the chocolate chips that are stuck, so we're just going to get those out because that's very important. So it's very chocolatey. I mean,
Chocolate ketchup!
yeah, you wouldn't even know that there's black beans in here.
Yeah, like you just taste all the chocolate.
You just taste chocolate. It has like some type of You taste too the coffee. That's what you taste in here.
Oh, I would definitely try that.
Yeah, you taste the coffee. So I'm gonna put this in the oven on the top rack. And then I'm going to turn the timer on 30 minutes. So that lets me know when I need to take it out. So that's that. We're going to wait until it finished baking. While we do that, we are going to get ready for bed. I just showered and put the little girl to bed. So the brownies are done. But here's the thing with these brownies. They kind of came out a little, they're still, well, I guess they're not too bad. The top is kind of firm, but it was still soft on the inside. But then too, I didn't use any flour. All it was the black beans. Now, this recipe is really good for people who are allergic to gluten. And if you have any type of sensitivity like that, gluten, wheat, soy, anything of that nature, then you can have this brownie. But of course, if you're allergic to eggs, you can't have this brownie. So maybe substitute it with something else instead of the eggs if you have that issue. But this is what it looked like. I took a piece out for my mom. She just came downstairs and got a piece. But I left it in the oven. It had to honestly been in there. I had it in there for 30 minutes with the oven on. But then I let it sit in there for an additional like 10 minutes as the oven cooled down, and it's still soft in the middle. So I knew it wasn't gonna get hard because again, it doesn't have flour, so I didn't have to worry about that. But I'm just going to give it a little taste. Okay, flavors. I definitely taste the coffee. I taste that pretty. It's not strong, but you taste it. Like you could be like, okay, I taste chocolate and coffee. Now, the reason why I liked this recipe with it adding the coffee in there, because it helps balance out that bitter, nasty taste of the cacao. And I understand too, yes, you do add sugar, but since you're not adding cups of sugar, it's just like the 2/3 cups. It's not like a full 2 cups. Typically, recipes call for 2 cups of sugar or whatever. And yes, you could adjust it, but when you adjust it, sometimes it tastes nasty. But in this case, it was pretty good. And for my vanilla, I'm gonna show you the trick. Now, I use this creamer for my coffee in the morning, and it is the Silk Almond Milk Creamer. It's the vanilla flavor. I didn't have vanilla extract, so I just used this on there. So I thought that this was a perfect idea to add for the vanilla. So hey, it works. I mean, it tastes good to me. Have a glass of milk. I always have to have milk with my desserts, but I think that it was pretty good. I liked it. And just let me know what you think in the comments after you make this recipe and you try it. How did you like it? Did you think it was nasty? I mean, it doesn't taste like real brownies. Like I said, it is an alternative, but it's still a nice, sweet treat that you can have to just help with that sweet tooth. I don't know. I mean, would I make it again? Probably not, but it was fun to make. Until next time, God bless you all. Bye.